Hey everyone, this is James from One Objective, and today I'll be going over some of the techniques that I used to win Angler of the Year and won this fantastic boat. Hello everyone, this is James from One Objective. Today I'm going to be going over some of the techniques that I used in the 2018 season to clinch Angler of the Year for the Virginia Kayak Bass Challenge. I wasn't able to make the first tournament, so I went into the second tournament at Smith Mountain Lake. It was a post-spawn situation. There was still a little bit of, just a very little bit of spawners still on the bed, it seemed like to me. I was able to catch them. Pretty much all my fish came off the Missile Baits Baby Destroyer. I was throwing that on a Falcon Kara swim jig rod, 7'2". I just like that length. I like that action. This is probably the best Texas rig rod I've ever used in my life. I throw it on a Revo STX 8-to-1 gear ratio with Seaguar fluorocarbon, 14-pound test. I just love this rod. I love this whole setup right here, and I really and truly think that you got to have confidence in what you're throwing, and when it comes to Texas rig rods, this is the one. I caught most of my fish flipping either docks and on beds, and was able to clinch that win at Smith Mountain Lake, which was a pretty big deal to me. That was my first kayak tournament I had fished like that, an in-person event, and it was a pretty cool deal. Going into my second tournament, which was the third tournament of the year, was at the James River up in Lynchburg, Virginia. Me and my buddy Josh, we were pretty much solely using whopper ploppers pretty much the whole day to catch all of our fish. I was also using a crankbait as well. Those were my two main deals that I used. I throw my whopper ploppers. I throw them on a medium heavy 7-foot rod, Buku by Falcon. I was throwing it on a 7-to-1 gear ratio. I was throwing it on 14-pound fluorocarbon as well, and we were pretty much just fishing current all day. The more current that we could find, the better off we were. So pretty much that's what we did with this. I was cranking this one. A little windy today. I throw pretty much all my crankbaits on this Kara, especially like my lipless crankbaits and stuff like that. That's what I was using at the James, on a medium action 7-foot Falcon Kara. This is a medium cranker. I throw it on a Revo X 5.4-to-1 gear ratio, and this rod will sling a crankbait. But I was pretty much just fishing current, like I said earlier. And then we went into the Shenandoah River, which we thought was going to be a smallmouth fishery as well, which it ended up, it really wasn't that much of a smallmouth bite at all. For me, it wasn't. Pretty much I ended up culling every smallmouth that I had with largemouth, and I caught pretty much all my fish off of the same two baits that I did at the James River, a whopper plopper and a crankbait, pretty much the same crankbait. So pretty much both these things I ended up getting 2 seconds for the James River and the Shenandoah tournament off of these baits, and some fantastic rivers. And then going into the next tournament, which was the New River, pretty much just flopped that whole tournament. I didn't catch hardly anything at all. I'm not even going to go over what I did for that tournament because it didn't work. So going into the final tournament of the year was at the Chickahominy River. You could either fish the river or the lake. I chose to fish the river. I just feel like I do a lot better with current, so that's why I went there. tide was pretty much going out. We pretty much went in there on low tide. So I think there was like an hour and a half or 2 hours left once it was first lines in. Pretty much within 5 casts, I had my first fish on, which was a 16.5-inch largemouth. And then with my 6th cast, I had my second keeper of the day, which was like 18.25, 18.5. But pretty much all my fish in that tournament came off of a black buzz bait. I pretty much threw it all day. I throw it on a buku, medium heavy action. I use braid, especially in the chick. There's some monster fish in there. If you ever get a hold of one, I ended up catching one. I think it was a 20.25, 20.5, which helped seal the deal for me on a 3rd place finish. I had a very good year this year. I met a lot of great people, a lot of new people from just fishing in a kayak. Pretty much everybody was down to earth, and it was a great experience for me. So I would like to just thank all my sponsors: Bonafide, Yak Attack, AccuCoil, Missile Baits, Power Pole, Ray Marine, and Falcon Rods for helping me through the 2018 season. It was a very blessed season for me, and I was able to take home this, this awesome kayak. This is the 107 Bonafide, and I can't wait till the 2019 season to see what that holds for me, and one objective. So stay tuned. Please like and subscribe to this channel. We would really appreciate it. Thank you.